सान्द्रानन्दावबोधात्मकमनुपमितं कालदेशावदिभ्या निर्मुक्तं नित्यमुक्तं निगमशतसहस्रेण निर्भास्यमानम् अस्पष्टं दृष्टमात्रे पुनः उरुपुरुषार्थात्मकं ब्रह्मतत्त्वं तत्तावत् भाति साक्षात् गुरुपवनपुरे हन्त भाग्यं जनानाम् अग्रे पश्यामि तेजो निबिडतरकला यावली लोभनीयं पीयूषाप्लावितोऽहं तदुतरे दिव्यकैशोरवेशं तारुण्यारम्भरम्यं परमसुखरसास्वाद रोमाञ्चिताङ्गैः आवीतं नारदाद्यैः विलसदुपनिषत् सुन्दरी मण्डलैश्च
Gurupavanapure Hantabhagyam Jananam. Namaskaram to all the Astikas. In Sriman Narayaneeyam, we are now in Dashakam number 47. This Dashakam takes us through a very important incident in the Bala Leela of Bhagavan. It is called Ulukhala Bandhanam, where he was tied to the mortar. Bhattatri dedicates more than one Dashakam for this. But to even understand what circumstances led to Yashoda tying her own son up with a mortar is what this Dashakam is for. Ekada dadhivimathakarini mataram samupasedivan bhavan stanya lolupataya nivarayan angamitya papivan payodharau ekada bhavan. Bhattatri looks at Krishna of Guruvayur and says, "Hey Krishna, one day you, ekada bhavan, stanya lolupataya, you had the desire, long-lasting desire of consuming milk." So he says, lolupataya stanya. It was not some other milk. It was the mother's own milk. Stanya lolupataya. Thereby you had to approach your mother. Samupasedivan mataram. Mataram, that mother, you approached in order to accomplish this desire. Samupasedivan mataram. Nivarayan dadhi vimatha karini. Dadhi vimatha karini. She who was churning the curds to get the butter out. Nivarayan dadhi vimatha karini. You were obstructing her churning process of the curds. Nivarayan dadi vimatha karini aitya ankam. How did you obstruct? Bhattatri says you obstructed your mother who was churning the curds to extract the butter. But how did you obstruct? So he says aitya ankam. So you got over her lap. Ankam, on her lap you got over. Aitya ankam. Papivan payodharau. And you started consuming. You started sucking her breast in order to consume that milk. Papivan payodharau. Ardhapita kucha kudmale tvayi snigdhahasa madhurananambuje dugdhamisha dahane parisrutam dhartumashu janani jagamate. He Isha tvayi, he Bhagavan, he Paramatma, tvayi, when you ardhapita kucha kudmale, when you had half finished sucking the breast for the milk. So he says, ardhapicha kucha kudmale. That too, those breasts that were akin to the lotus buds. Snigdhasa madhurananambuje. And because of which, because you were consuming, you were sporting a very beautiful, very captivating smile on your face. Snigdha hasa madhurananambuje. So look at this. So Krishna's face that is consuming that milk is like a lotus. Madhurananambujam, ambujam, lotus. So his face looks like a very captivating, fresh lotus. Where is he consuming the milk from? From his mother Yashoda's breast. How do they look? Kucha kudmale. They look like lotus buds. Now, how does Bhagavan's mouth look? See, in the previous Dashakam, if you remember, when she said, Krishna, open your mouth, that time Bhattadri said, like the lotus that opens to the rays of the sun, Krishna's mouth opened. So, mouth is like lotus. Face of Krishna is like lotus. The place from where he is sucking the milk is like lotus. So, the lotus is giving milk to the lotus-like face with the lotus-like mouth. So this is the comparisons they all have to make. Snigdhahasa madhurananambuje te janani, your mother Krishna, dhartum dugdham, in order to save the milk. Which milk? Not her milk, but the milk that was let to boil on the stove. So dhartum dugdham. When I say stove, now don't think it's a modern gadget. In those days, it was the fuel that was used. So, te janani dhartum dugdham parisrutam dahane. So, parisrutam dahane, that milk was boiling and it was overflowing. In order to stop that, the mother had to leave Krishna halfway. Jagama ashu. So, she went away in a hurry. So, she stopped and she went away in a hurry. Te janani dhartum dugdham parisrutam dahane jagama ashu. Went away in a hurry. Then Bhattatri continues. Samipita rasabhanga sangata krodha bhara paribhuta chetasa mantha dantamupagrihya patitam hanta deva dadi bhajanam tvaya. Hey Deva, hey Bhagavan, who loves to play. Divu kridayam dhatu. You love to play. Hey Deva, samipita rasabhanga sangata Krodhabhara paribhuta chetasa, because you were extremely overcome with anger. So he says, Krodhabhara paribhuta chetasa, because your mind is like that. In order, why was it angry? Sami pita rasa bhangam. Rasa bhangam, you were enjoying the nectar of your mother's milk. And when that joy had to be cut, it transitioned and transformed into anger. Rasa bhanga, krodha bhara paribhuta chetasa, dadibhajanam patitam tvaya. The vessel of the curds was broken by you. Upagrihya mantha dandam hanta. Upagrihya mantha dandam. Alas, it was broken. With what? What was broken? That pot which had all the butter. How was it broken? The vessel of curds. Upagrihya mantha dandam. Upagrihya mantha dandam. So, with the churning rod, it was broken. Here is where an important incident is mentioned by our Purvacharyas. What is that incident? That incident is in Srimad Bhagavatam. The shlokam is like this. Sanjata kopaha spuritarunadharam sandrishya dadbhir dadhi mantabhajanam bhitva mrishadrisham ashmanaraho jagasa hayyangavamantaram gataha. Ashmanaraho. So it was a stone that was used to break the pot. In Bhagavatam, Krishna used a stone. Bhagavatam's essence is Narayaneeyam. Bhattatri should have also said Ashmana, stone. He should have either said Ashmana or Pashana or something. But he says Manthadandam, the churning rod was used. So isn't it a deviation from the original text? We don't have to wonder, even Bhattatri wondered. That is when there is an anecdote which says that Bhagavan appeared at that point in time in Sri Guruvayur and the entire Sanctum Sanctorum, the Garbhagriham had vanished and there appeared Krishna with the pot and he broke the pot with a stone and with the churning rod, thereby telling Bhattatri, even when it happened, originally when it happened, Bhagavan deployed the rod. Probably Shuka Brahmam took notice only of the stone and he mentioned Ashmana. Hey Bhattatri, you are making an absolute mention of the rod as well. So I am very happy with you. Ashmanaraho. So this is the reference. Uchalladhvanita muchakaistada sannishamya janani samadruta tvadyasho visarabadda darshasa sadyayeva dadhi vistrutam kshitau tada sannishamya dhvanitam. On hearing the sound, uchalat uchakaihi sa janani, that arose loudly. Because when Bhagavan broke that pot, so that sound will come, right? So here he says, Sannishamya Dhvanitam. There was the sound. Uchchalat Uchchakaihi. It gave such a loud noise. Sa Janani, that mother was stumbled. Yashoda was stumbling because she was inside the kitchen. What is this sound now? Earlier a sound came, Putana had come. Another sound came, Shaktasura broke. Another sound came, Trinavarta left the boy. What sound is it now? Samadruta Dadarsha Sadhyaha. So she came running at that very moment and saw Dadhi Eva Vistrutam Kshitau. All the curds were spread on the floor. Dadhi Eva Vistrutam Kshitau Tvadyasho Visaravat, with that splendor. It was lying all around. Now Krishna was lying amidst it. He was nowhere else. So one of the commentators says, earlier Shastram says that Bhagavan reclines on the ocean of milk, Kshirabdhi. Here Bhagavan was lying on the ocean of buttermilk, Morabdhi, says many people. So here, instead of milk, it was a chas on which Bhagavan was lying. So instead of milk, it was buttermilk. So, Tvadyasho Visaravat, it was spread all around. Veda Marga Parimargitam Rusha Tvama Vikshya Parimargayantyasau Sandadarsha Sukritin Ulukale Viyamana Navanita Motave Sukritini Asau Avikshyatvam. That blessed one, Yashoda, not seeing you. She was not able to see you. Vedamarga parimargitam parimargayanti rusha. Even the paths prescribed in the Vedas say you are very tough to find. On the other hand, this lady has no idea about the Vedas as well. So she was searching for you. So on one side, the Vedas are searching for you through various angles. On the other side is Yashoda searching for you in anger. See, Vedas do it out of devotion, bhakti. Here she is doing out of anger. Now, did she spot you? That is the beauty. Bhattatri says even the Vedas with such devotion and not being able to see you, this lady who has not an iota of the idea of the Vedas is able to spot you. Sandadarsha Ulukhale. Where did she spot you? She spotted you lying on the mortar. Okay, you were seated on the mortar. There's a crevice, right? In that was butter. Diyamana Navanitam Otave. Otave Navanitam Diyamana. You were giving it to a cat. See, in the original text, it is clearly said it is a monkey. But why did he use a cat again? These are all anubhavams. Whatever we deem as deviation need not be a deviation to Bhagavan. Because he has accepted this work. Narayaneeyam is a completely accepted work of Bhagavan. So when Bhagavan has accepted it, we are nobody to question. Nevertheless, when there are small deviations which do not cause a big damage, then such deviations are not something that we should be bothered about. So the original text says monkey. Here he says Otave, the cat. So we don't have to worry. Diyamana Navanitam Otave. So Bhagavan was giving the butter that was found in the crevice of the mortar very happily to the cat. So he was not perturbed at all. He was not disturbed at all. So what will happen to Yashoda? Will she just leave it like this? Okay, you broke that pot, you broke the curd pot, the butters are all gone, I'm very happy with it. Will she say that? Or will she spare the rod and spoil the child? What will she do with it? So all of this should be there in our mind when we think of it. Well, on the other hand, let's see what Yashoda does in the next episode.
Life is a learning. Every day is a learning. So why stop? We are very happy to present Ramayana Pariksha RAP 2025. This is being organized by our trust Deshikadaya. It is an online examination. All that you have to do is to read the book Ramayanam Volume 1 that I have authored, and 2, register for the exam. It is happening on the 22nd of June 2025. Exciting prizes, and the biggest prize is reading the Ramayana and answering the questions. Age no bar, geography no bar. So why stop? Register soon. Namaskar.
कल्याणरूपाय कलौ जनानां कल्याणदात्रे करुणासुधाब्दे कंवादिदिव्यायुधसत्कराय वातालयाधीश नमो नमस्ते। नारायण 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 नारायण